What's up, baby? Welcome back to World Local News. We got a hot one today. This one, we were, gosh. Greg, what we got? We got Nancy Reagan, the throat goat.
The throat goat, Nancy Reagan. We cover a story of stolen identity.
Oh, yeah. There's, what was the Never Been Kissed? This mom was living the Never Been Kissed. I feel like I'm giving up the punchlines in the intro, but whatever. It's okay. We're living life. It's the holiday season.
It is the season. It's also the season of slip and slide for some state troopers in Massachusetts.
Love it. They're not shooting people.
Apparently, according to an Italian bishop, Santa isn't real.
This guy's...
Is it keeping it real gone wrong?
I think so.
Listen and find out. We also cover our boy, the World Local News official Pope Francis, saying sins of the flesh ain't that bad.
Cool Pope.
We cover Josh Duggar getting arrested, the war on Christmas returning at Fox News, and we close it out with just an awful Karen.
Another Karen, just in time for the holiday season,
guys. If you like what you hear, subscribe, rate, and review World Local News on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. You can find me on Instagram at G Perlman, on Twitter at Greg Perlman. Freddie, where can they find you?
Don't even look for me anywhere. Just listen to this episode. Welcome to World Local News. Recording live from Raleigh, North Carolina, in front of no audience. World Local News, 80% news, 20% bullshit. You've got questions? So do we. Like my grandmother always says, don't knock it till you try it 8 times. I'm not wearing pants. World Local News, everything is fucked. Let's get on with the show. This episode of World Local News is brought to you by the Oak Health Institute. Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling old? You're feeling sluggish? You need to get checked out? Then go check out our friends over at Oak Health, the Oak Health Institute. Greg, what else they got from over there?
Maybe you're hungover from going to too many Christmas parties.
Maybe your testosterone's low.
Maybe you're lying to your kids and saying Santa's real and you're eating all of the cookies, so your overall physical fitness isn't great.
Could you be allergic to something that you have no idea about?
Hey, maybe you lie about having a celiac disease. Listen, the folks at Oak Health Institute take a personalized and a customized approach to all of their clients. They do IV hydration therapies. They'll fill you up with nutrients, minerals, vitamins.
The good stuff.
They'll work with you. Maybe you have low testosterone.
Yeah. Hormone replacement therapy is a big thing.
And for the World Local News listeners, Oak Health Institute is giving 10% off your first services. Go to oakhealthinstitute.com, call them, write them, send a smoke signal, a carrier pigeon.
Yep.
But book your service, get 10% off by mentioning World Local News. Give the gift of health and wellness this holiday season and get 10% back in your pocket. What could be better?
I don't know.
Nancy Reagan?
Possibly. Welcome to World Local News. I'm your host, Freddie Valoy, and I'm here with my beautiful, sexy, 10-inch penis co-host, Greg Perlman. Greg, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. Let's try that intro again, but like as if we were like daytime radio jocks.
All right.
Hold on, wait, let me count you off. Let me count you off. 3, 2.
Welcome to World Local News. I am your host, Freddie Valoy. I'm black, and I'm here with my very sexy co-host, Greg Perlman. Greg, what do we got for today?
Whoa. Welcome back to World Local News. I'm your white host. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Dude, what a big week. It's Monday, December 13th, in the year 2021 of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Nice. Shout out to Jesus.
This week, it's Spider-Man week. Spider-Man No Way Home. New movie comes out. We got tickets. I'm excited.
Thank you. You were diligent in getting us tickets. I think you killed a couple people, but it's all worth it for Spider-Man.
Well, with great power comes great responsibility. And when you're in charge of getting tickets for the crew, like a couple people might have to fall.
I like that. I picture you like in a frog suit, just going in, slitting throats.
It was the digital equivalent of being a part of like a big sneaker release and like fights break out.
So you were
like
trained already.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm ready to go. But it's also a big week because the World Local News podcast has been nominated for Best New Podcast in the Raleigh area. And that's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, dude. Thank you to anybody that's been sharing things, right? I mean,
for sure.
Telling their friends about us, telling their grandparents about us.
I saw that you also got nominated for a few awards. The Fred Talk podcast.
Yep.
Patreon.com/Freddy Valoy.
Yep.
People can get exclusive episodes.
Damn, you're the man.
You got nominated for Best Dressed.
Best Dressed. You don't agree with.
Okay, listen. Did I vote for you? Yes, but as the great listeners who I'm sure will vote for us for Best New Podcast know, we had a couple episodes where we were talking about your lower body and what was going on. Shorts, pants.
It's my thing, man. See, I live true to myself and I got nominated for an award.
Well, and I think honestly, if you win, which there is a chance, I think you should accept the award on my behalf because, like, I got the people talking about it. You know what I mean?
I agree. And you actually are. If you were awarded, you'd be on that list and you actually know how to dress, which I can tell you don't agree with my fashion choices with some of them.
No, dude. Well, that's fair. Okay. Hold on. I may not agree with them, but I have never discouraged you.
No, you encourage me. EN.
I'm hoping you go full length coat, Ugg boots, shorts, and like whatever top you want is fine. You've got a nice array of tops.
Yeah. This summer I'm doing the crop top. I'm doing 90s fucking Dallas Cowboy football fucking.
Oh, we should get you like a mesh tank top, but not like armor mesh, like very like loose.
Big holes.
Yeah, big hole mesh.
Big soggy, like you're wearing, saggy holes.
Yeah, like you're wearing a basketball net.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
dude.
Basketball net.
Kanye's gonna come out with that.
Dude, we should step up our merch game. Mm-hmm. We should get World Local News basketball net style tank tops. Mm-hmm.
We should have a couple high fashion pieces, like shit you would see on a runway where people are like, why are they wearing a fucking mailbox? Like shit like that.
Yes, I like it.
I did a poll on my Instagram. There's a question that went around. Would you rather smoke a blunt with Snoop in the studio with Kanye? There was other artists with other situations.
Sure.
Some people picked studio with Kanye. And my answer to that was like, that's cool just to see him in the process. But I literally, I felt like he wouldn't acknowledge you in the room to the point where if you said something, he'd be like, who said that? Is there a ghost in here? And his yes man would be like, yo, they would also be a part of the thing. Like if you tried to talk to him, he would just not, he wouldn't see
it. It would
be
miserable.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be the equivalent of like take your kid to work day.
Yeah.
Like, why does that exist? You just learn how much your parents hate their lives.
Yeah. They should take someone else's kid to work day.
Or they should just do like, hey, take your kid to do something cool day.
They should give people the day off.
Because like, I don't want like, my parents had their own business and I actually enjoyed being there. But if my parents had worked like a desk job, like take your kid to work day would have been miserable.
Yeah.
And so like, I would never want to go see Kanye at work because that's probably when like he may be at his creative best, but like he may not be at his mental best. No. That sounds terrible. Now the option that I would have chose is go to like a Hamptons party with Diddy or whatever.
Oh, drink with Diddy. That's same here.
Well, it's like I don't want to drink with him, but like if he's drinking, that's fine. But I just want to be around him. Yeah. I just want to experience like what, he's legendary for throwing parties. So I would like to experience that.
I feel like there'd be a moment where he'd just be staring off like at the wall, just like, And then you try to talk to him, and his people are like, hold on.
He probably gets so bored. Like he's probably been to and organized thousands of these events.
Yeah.
And like there must be like, unless it's like, hey, we're gonna murder someone out back at this party, Diddy. And like the game is like, hey, let's try and not get blood on all of our white clothes.
Oh, I like that.
That might shake it up for him.
Yeah.
But anything other than that specific thing, it's probably not going to hold his attention for too long.
I bet you Diddy could do astral projections. Like his body's at the party, but his soul is like.
He just starts doing the Harlem Shake, and all of a sudden his aura comes out.
Take that.
His astral form comes out. Yeah. Is there a better characterization of Diddy than what Chappelle did?
I mean, he crushed that.
He crushed that, right?
Yeah, he crushed that.
It didn't even sound like him. It didn't even look like him, but everyone was like, oh, well, that's Diddy.
My favorite was when the
Diddy.
camera, the contestants were arguing, and the camera panned to Chappelle as Diddy, and he was just like, he just had his mouth open with like his tongue kind of sticking out.
It really was not a flattering impression at all. And Chappelle is not known for his impressions. So the fact that he actually like nailed the Ditty.
Yeah.
Although
without nailing the Ditty, which is kind of genius. Like
it's a nail Ditty, no Ditty. Nail Ditty, no Ditty. Well, shout out to the people who put together the award show, Jordan and Spencer.
Yep.
And Tyler. If we don't win, this podcast is off.
No, I think if we don't win, we retaliate. We do
our own awards.
Yeah, we do our own awards, and we nominate them. We nominate them ourselves and really hype them up, but they don't win anything.
Yeah, we make it like we'll like show fake polling data.
Yeah, and we'll create a burn book like in Mean Girl, and we'll just like start fucking reading from it, and we'll just make things up. We'll just do fake news campaign on the Bop or Flop podcast.
I like this, man.
Yeah.
This is a hit campaign.
Yeah,
and I'm into it.
I'm sensing a podcast war coming up for 2022.
Listen, I'm all for a podcast war. Any one of these podcasts can come and get it.
We should do a podcast war with Fred Talk.
Oh shit! You're just
and I'll play
that
both
scene in Me, Myself, and Irene where Jim Carrey beats himself up.
Yep. Yeah. Just fucking. And I play both sides. Like I literally like I'll talk shit here, then I'll go on my podcast and fucking.
Dude, I'm 100% into this. Create like a bizarro TikTok. Speaking of which, I was out for a walk with the dog yesterday.
Nice.
And that's the end of the story. How about that? No, just kidding. I was out walking the dog, and as I came around this street, I saw what I thought was a kid jump roping. But when I got closer, I realized like he was doing I guess it's a trend on TikTok where you like dance like you're jump roping, but there's no jump rope.
What kind of
You're
jump
like,
roping?
Like hopping on one foot and then like
Shit.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever witnessed.
At least it's getting the kids moving.
I'm fine with that. Yes, it is great, but also, dude, run some laps.
That's true.
Maybe put together a dance class because he had like 4 people around him.
Oh, that's the worst part of the whole thing. Who are those 4?
They were with him. They were his friends.
Were they jump roping as well?
No, they were sitting. I would imagine one of them was filming, but I saw like the tail end of one of the videos that they shot, which they shot many, and they like clapped. They were like clapping. They were encouraging the behavior, which is, a good friend thing to do. We all like to encourage each other. Shout out to the Fred Talk podcast, patreon.com/Freddy Valoy. But stop.
Yeah, that's
also stop. Well, I've seen this more and more because like the downtown area has gotten a little younger, or I'm just getting older.
Yes,
which is the more likely scenario, I think. But I see the youngins, the young folk, like on their way to dinner, and like stopping and doing photo shoots, stopping and doing like, their like coordinated dances. And I haven't done it yet, but I'm close, man. But every ounce of me just wants to yell at them. Just go to dinner.
You should record yourself doing that, and then we can post it on the. You can post it on the World Local News site. Just you ruining people's TikToks.
But I don't want to ruin their TikToks. I want to ruin their lives. I want them to rethink everything that they're doing in life. Just go to dinner. You're not creating a fun memory going through 20 takes of you three people trying to coordinate a dance. Just talk to each other.
I want to see, because I know this is happening, but it's not recorded. The arguments that go into like a group TikTok, like, no, you didn't fucking do the dance right.
Have you ever tried to do like a group selfie of like 7 or less people, 8 or less people?
Yes.
And ultimately everyone wants to see how they look, and you can never get consensus. And finally you're like, hey, listen, I just got to post this. I don't care if your eyes are closed. Like it's going out.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? It's going out. Imagine doing that, like that type of scrutiny on a coordinated dance. Like, oh, well, you're a fucking step.
When nobody,
it's too much.
When usually none of them can dance.
No.
It is kind of teaching.
No, it isn't.
White kids how to dance. A little bit. The upper body, at least. The next generation may be able to teach the lower body.
Oy. I feel like white people have had upper body dancing is really all white people have. Have you ever seen like hippies dance at like a fish concert?
Oh, they're like,
that's all they have, dude.
They're like waving, but river dance.
Okay.
Michael Flatley crushes that low.
Michael Flatley is like a different breed though, you know?
That's true.
That's
true.
He's a rare gem.
Yeah, Michael Flatley. I feel like you are the Michael Flatley of our time,
dude. That's what the people are saying,
right?
Dude. I've heard at least one person say that.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
So on my metrics, that's everyone.
Yeah,
one person's talking about it. That's everyone. But also just go to dinner.
Yeah,
just go to dinner, dude. Or for the case of the kid who is doing his jump rope dance. Teach your friends a coordinated dance so they can get involved.
Yeah, it's the sitting around.
Dude, it was like they were watching Live at the Apollo. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I I've been a bitter old man since I was 10. But
that would be better if it was like the Apollo, like if the Sandman came out and was like, and he was
they
like,
just got hooked with the.
You could be the Sandman, bro. Get him off stage.
Now we're talking,
right?
Dude. Greg the Sandman Perlman. You heard it here first, dude. Shit. I'm into this. Oh, dude, I am into this. All right. Well, let's get out of my bitterness and go to the first topic of the day.
Yeah.
So, a 48-year-old woman, her name is Laura Oglesby, used her daughter's social security card to get a driver's license and apply to Southwest Baptist University. She got financial aid, but she stole her daughter's identity to go to college, to go back to school.
And did she actually go to the classes and attend and all that?
Not only did she go to the classes, she had boyfriends.
Oh, so she was living the full college experience.
Thought she was. Can we pull up an image of this woman? So she was going around saying that she was 22 years old. Now,
dude, at a Christian university, she could easily pass for a 22-year-old.
This is a Christian 22.
Yeah, this is easily a Christian 22 right here.
It might be the pimped out cat glasses or cat ears.
Yeah, I think the cat ears it was theatricality and deception. She pulled one from the League of Shadows here. She's like, they're looking up here. They're not looking at my upper chest.
Dude, if they took a look, I mean, her upper chest looks like a topographical map.
The Grand Tetons.
That looks like her chest looks like Arizona, like I would imagine Arizona looks.
When people go to Sedona, I imagine them using crystals on this type of terrain.
This is it.
Dude, I got to tell you though, big fan of this lady doing the Drew Barrymore. What movie was that where she pretended to be in high school and all that?
Never Been Kissed.
Yeah, she fucking did the Never Been Kissed in real life. So I'm big fan of this lady. So think about it. She's 48. She's banging 22-year-old men.
Yep.
She's fucking going to, she's learning. She's getting her knowledge on getting dick. Probably not good dick because 22-year-old dick's not that good, but you do the best you can.
Sure.
Big fan of Laurel Oglesby.
I would be too, and it's almost a victimless crime.
What happened?
But she ruined her daughter's credit.
Come on, Laura.
Now, like,
Laura's living the fast life.
now the way that this should work is that, like, hey, we know you committed this fraud, this federal fraud.
Yeah.
And so we know your daughter didn't do it. So, like, hey, we'll just go back and change your credit. Like, that's how it should work. But I don't think that's how it works.
I think since she actually did the class, they still give her the credit. I think the state should be cool on this. This is a federal crime, right?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I think the feds should keep it cool on this. This lady just wanted to
At least transfer the credits over to the daughter. Like, give her a shot.
Yeah.
Give her the financial aid.
Does the daughter have a degree? Do we know that?
I don't know that for sure.
Well, I like that. I like that as a possible solution. Let the daughter get the credit.
At what age do you think you would no longer pass for a college student?
Oh, I think I'm there now. I could probably be.
You think you could pass for a college student
No,
now?
not now.
Maybe grad school. Grad school.
Definitely grad school. Yeah.
Grad school knows no age.
Yeah. Grad school for sure. Damn, that sucks that she ruined her daughter's credit. But if we take that out of the situation.
And apparently she was like fleeing a domestic abuse situation.
Oh my God. Dude, the feds. I know the feds are watching. FBI, you're watching this.
Now the problem is, if you're gonna pull this stunt, I don't know how Southwest Baptist University ranks in like party schools, but like if you're gonna do this, like I might have picked like Florida State or like Arizona State. I might have gone to a school that would have provided me a little bit more fun.
But she wouldn't pass. She's a teacher at Florida State, is what she looks like. She's not
true.
I'm telling you, man, Christian college 22, you're in there, bro, easily. She could be at freshman orientation. I'd be like, all right, she definitely worships
She took a couple years off in between high school and college.
Yep.
Maybe it was a couple hard years. Maybe she worked in the coal mines.
She went on a mission trip. That's why she probably told him. I went on a mission trip to Honduras. We spread the good word.
We're going to teach the kids how to bedazzle cat ears.
It's like, I don't have food for you, but I do check out these cat ears.
Yeah.
And little Josue's like, okay.
Hey, let me teach you how to commit federal fraud.
Dude, Laura is living the fast life. I hate that she ruined her daughter's credit, but shout out to her getting 22-year-old. She's got young dick.
Out of all of the things. I'm sorry, go ahead. Do you want to finish the young dick?
I mean, she's getting young fucking dick. They probably had abs,
Hopefully.
But the thing is, I know at Christian universities in that environment, they propose really early. Like they're like looking for a wife in college.
I bet she got a couple of proposals.
Oh, definitely. And she probably gave some
proposals with
some. She probably gave some good dick sucks. A 48-year-old dick suck, bro. She changed some of those kids' lives, dudes' lives, men. They're men. 22-year-old, they're men.
Hey, now speaking of 48-year-old dick sucks, let's transition into our next topic. Now, I feel like we, sometimes at the World Local News podcast, we have these moments where like we have a mind meld, our brains connect. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And we both we're about to send each other this story at the exact same time. So this social media conservative social media influencer, she goes by classically Abby. Her name is Abby Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro's sister.
We'll get back to that in a second. She tried to put up a post that was shaming Madonna and praising Nancy Reagan. So it was like, this is Madonna at 63. And it's Madonna laying in a bed, scantily dressed.
Yep.
Juxtaposed against a picture of Nancy Reagan and her family when she was 63.
Yeah, it's a very Dawson's Creek type of look. It's what every Republican family wants. Yeah. But
the Reagan family picture screams, we planted drugs in black neighborhoods.
Oh yeah. We changed. I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. Brought in tons of cocaine.
We're going to make sure that black people stay incarcerated for small amounts of marijuana forever.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the problem when you don't do any type of research when you try and shame someone publicly. Twitter went nuts, digging into the life and times of Nancy Reagan, but apparently, while Ronald Reagan was a movie star,
Yeah.
Nancy Reagan was patrolling the MGM lot and was known for giving blowjobs to people, to everyone.
She was the glizzy gladiator.
Yeah, the what is it on the internet? The
Throat goat. She was a throat goat. Apparently, it was an unauthorized biography by Kitty Kelly, and
reputable sounding name for sure.
And they had said that she was really good at giving blowjobs. Now, this was before she was married to Ronald Reagan, right? Before they met.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
Now, does that make you think more or less of, or do your views of Ronald Reagan go unchanged?
More like
you respect him more.
I don't know if I respect him, but like I like that because I'm big on. I want to have a long term. I want to live a life with like a retired hoe. I want somebody that lived a life. So now she went in. It's not like she cheated on him. She went into this relationship with the fucking, with the mouth of gold,
with a resume.
Exactly. Yeah, she had experience.
Yeah, pedigree.
And apparently he introduced her to God. So now she's found religion. She's turned it around. She's pulled the 180. She's sucking Ronald Reagan off. I mean, good for Ronald Reagan. She lived her hoe days, as opposed to some people that don't really live. They get married too quick, and then they're off sucking guys off while they're married. They're doing sucking off in wedlock.
Now let's not slut shame Nancy Reagan. Maybe she approached it. Maybe it was less about being a hoe and more about like, hey, I have a service that I can provide, and I'm great at providing this service, and I might get hired to perform that service for people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a service-based business.
Yeah, she went in with experience. I'm definitely not slut shaming her. I like her character arc in this whole thing.
It does explain why like Ronald Reagan always sounded so chill all the time. Well, Nancy and the boys are always so nice.
Yeah,
he just sounded chill all the time.
She probably cleaned him out right before he went off to every speech. Like, I got you, baby. Don't worry about this. This is experience in here.
Now, I love when these type of things blow up in people's faces.
Yeah.
And this instance is no different. Especially knowing that she's Ben Shapiro, who just on his voice alone, I can't stand. It brings me joy.
I like this. I don't think it blew up in Nancy Reagan's face.
No.
It blew definitely for Tits Shapiro. Have you seen her? There's a picture out there with her in a tight shirt. She's got some. She's got some hangers. Yeah, she's got some. No, not Nancy. Abby Shapiro. Yeah, huge tits.
If I'm being honest with you, after reading that article, I definitely was looking more into Nancy Reagan than I was Abby Shapiro. But good to know.
Yeah.
Noted.
In case anybody wants to, see, I should have pulled it up here, but we ain't doing that. We don't want to give Abby too much.
No,
we don't want to. She.
Do you know? So I don't know if this means like Ben Shapiro's content is performing well or not well, but he does movie reviews.
Oh, does he?
And someone sent me a review that he did of Dune, and I just couldn't believe that anyone would ever listen to him talk about anything.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have the eye for art.
No,
I know he's got some pretty hardcore fans because he does spit some facts sometimes. His voice is annoying, but I wouldn't listen to him because he lost his virginity at 25, and that to me, like,
forget about it.
Yeah, dude, I can't take your word on shit like that. Dude. You get no pussy, dog.
The hell were you doing until 25?
Not with Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, dude.
He's fucking.
Yeah, he certainly was not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just love, dude, there's something about watching people who go so hard in the paint against specific groups.
Yeah.
There's something so enjoyable about watching them fail.
Yeah. And to shame a lady like Madonna doing that, whatever your opinion is, just let her, if you think it's so bad, just let her, quote unquote, embarrass herself. But Madonna's just trying to keep the conversation going. She's, you know.
Well, I think Abby Shapiro's whole hook is like being an anti-feminist, where and like Madonna is, you know, I would assume would call herself a feminist, but and is like, hey, like, don't shame me for what I wear. I'm just expressing who I am.
Yeah.
Whereas like Abby Shapiro's like, you know, wants her to dress like, you know, like
a J. Crew catalog,
like they still own slaves.
Yeah,
that family looks like they own slaves.
There's a slave taking the picture. Like
for sure.
Yeah. But I will say I really like that she was a throat goat. So Nancy Reagan, Ronald Reagan, rest in fellatio. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
rest in.
There was apparently there was a story about how I forgot what actor, one of them old time actors, and Ronald Reagan had a conversation about how they couldn't get their dick hard, so they would smack it up against the bedpost to get it going. I didn't know that was a possible solution to erectile dysfunction. So I'm gonna keep that one in the memory bank. So whenever I lose
that
it
in the bank.
Yeah,
it's like the scene in Lethal Weapon when like Mel Gibson throws out his shoulder and he's like slams it against the wall to get it back in place. I tried that the first time I separated my shoulder. I tried that.
Really?
It worked, but one of my arms is now shorter than the other.
I was about to, that's like a hard cut. You doing that, and then the doctor's like, "Greg, you have irreparable damage to your humerus."
Yeah,
like,
hey man, we're gonna have to, take off the arm, and you're gonna be a one-armed man for the rest of your life.
He's like, "What did you do,
dude? Imagine losing your arm 30 years ago to what it is now." Now, like I'm pretty sure you could get like a Winter Soldier Jack's like metal arm.
Yeah.
Back then, it was just like a piece of rubber that fucking hung from your limb.
Oh yeah, or the thing the composite they put in there that gives you cancer or something like that.
Oh,
like,
great.
Now you could do like a Louis Vuitton collab.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Let's lose our arms.
Yeah, you can have a Fendi elbow and a fucking.
All right, live on air, we're gonna get a machete and we're gonna cut our arms off. Awesome. All right, next story. This is kind of a fun one. Two state troopers in Massachusetts are facing disciplinary charges for turning a training facility into what would you do?
All right, so it sounds like they're getting in trouble for just being fucking cool.
Yeah, for being awesome. So we've got a video pulled up now. These state troopers turned a floor into a slip and slide. Here you can see,
them slide. Ooh, they're having a good time, dude.
They're having a great time. Now, you gotta, for all of the hate that police officers have gotten in the past year, these are just employees having some fun.
Yeah, I think they really got in trouble for they saw the slip and slide, then they looked at their numbers. They're like, hey, you didn't shoot enough unarmed black men, and you're out here on a slip and slide. What are you doing? Get those numbers up.
Hey, dude, it is the 27th of the month. You need to be going out and writing unnecessary speeding tickets for people going 2 miles over the speed limit.
They're like, sir, you are a money collector for the state, and you're out here wasting taxpayer money on
they used how many water jugs to fill those floors. Now the form was great, but you just wonder what they were doing for nipple coverage.
I think there was enough lubrication there.
You think so? You think water is enough of a lubricant?
The soap, water and soap, yeah.
Oh, it was water and soap.
Yeah, it wasn't. You can't do a slip and slide with just straight up water. There was some kind of surfactant in there.
Look at you throwing out a fucking $50 word.
Yeah, bro.
What was it? Say it again.
Surfactant, bro. It's that's what soap is. It's I'm a chemistry guy sometimes. You
ding,
know?
ding, ding, ding.
That's what I do.
The more you know. Wow, that was.
I think with enough soap in there, you can get ample nipple protection, and you're having a good time.
I wonder if they tried any other water sports, because slip and slide is an OG. But did you ever go on a slip and slide as a kid where like you didn't know the terrain that you laid it out, and you'd like slide down, you get like halfway and you'd like hit a rock on your junk?
I have not, but I heard of the war stories.
Dude, I mean, I think we had a slip and slide, I think in our front yard. Dude, I just remember some jagged stuff.
Bam.
Yeah, man.
Any scars? Did you leave any scars from the slip and slide?
No, I'm not a bitch.
Okay, I like that. I like how you're attributing getting scars.
I lost an arm. That's how I got this prosthetic arm. I would have tried. It looked like they were in some sort of dormitory. I would have gone for like a food tray and done like a surfing, wakeboard, or not wakeboarding, but a surfing thing.
You know, they tried to do it on their feet first, and somebody fucking ate shit too hard. It's just middle-aged, overweight dude. BMI is a little high.
He's a cop. He probably has an overinflated sense of self and thinks he's like still an athlete.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? You know what's better than being a high school athlete?
What?
Is being 20 years removed from being a high school athlete and still talking about it
and thinking you still got it. Like,
dude, I had to admit to myself, I've always been delusional about how good of a basketball player I was. Like in Division III basketball, I was like, there's still a shot at the NBA here. There's still a chance.
It sounds like you should have stuck with tennis, because you told me you were a really good tennis player. You're built more like a tennis player.
Hey, whoa, man!
I just meant you're not black.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah, you know, if you look at me, it doesn't scream basketball player. It screams like, soccer, badminton.
Yeah, you could be a coach, like a defensive coordinator or something.
In what sport?
In basketball.
Yeah, there's just a head coach.
Oh, that's it?
I don't think there's enough of a budget for there to be a defensive coordinator. What do you think? There's like special teams?
I think you could be deep in like the coaching staff. Cause like,
I coached.
Yeah, there you go. What that was high
Not
pitch.
professionally.
Where'd you coach? I coached.
I coached at my high school.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Giving back to the community.
When I stopped playing in college, the women's head coach asked me to be like a practice coach for them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I would come in and help during practices.
Look at that, dude. Giving back to the community.
The most fun I ever had. Intramural basketball in college was incredible. The most fun I think I've ever had playing basketball. But someone organized a student versus professor game.
Oh, shit.
And I was obviously on the student team. And all the professors were like talking shit and like saying like how they were going to be physical and like trying to intimidate everyone. And I just fucking went at them and destroyed. I was throwing elbows into the stomachs of like my business professors. Like I was relentless, dude. I treated it like it was game 7 of the NBA finals.
Were you a gym class hero?
What does that mean?
Like you just went extra hard in like games that just you're just passing the time and you're just too invested.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Yeah, man. I was pretty angry as a teen.
Yeah.
And that anger manifested in being hyper competitive. And I may have taken things too seriously.
That's good. I mean, you could have taken that out in other unproductive ways. I feel like that's the best way, one of the better ways to get that out.
It was either that or meth.
See, there you go.
You know, in the mean streets of the suburbs of Philadelphia, it was either that or meth. All right, so we'll move on to our next topic. Shout out to the Massachusetts State Troopers who just tried to slip and slide.
Yeah, good for
them. Hope you
them.
can slip and slide out of some trouble.
I'd pay tax dollars to have a day where they just slip and slide and they don't even hit the streets. It's stress relief. They're just, it's a me day for them.
See, there should be a designated me day. And so like you get to go to like one of these facilities, you get all the trappings to create your own slip and slide, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
But like maybe you get a pedicure,
Yeah.
Maybe Nancy Reagan comes back from the grave.
Dude, ghost Nancy Reagan sucking you off. That would be.
This is what I'm saying.
I like that.
All right. So next topic, holiday season, Christmas time. So apparently an Italian bishop at some sort of religious event, Bishop Antonio Stagliano, said that Santa's red costume had been chosen by Coca-Cola for publicity, and was basically insinuating that Santa isn't real.
So he's saying that Santa's a corporate show.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's the backlash like? What is he going to get in trouble?
He issued an apology. But I don't think, dude, on the list of things that fucking Catholic bishops have done, I think this is the least of their worries.
Yeah.
You know, as far as things that are damaging to kids.
I could see this actually being a fireable offense for them, but the pedophiles like, no, we keep it
We'll
this here.
just move you to New Jersey.
Yeah.
We'll just move you to a New Jersey.
And this guy, like, you're not cut out to be
Santa's
with us.
not real,
Yeah.
bitch.
You're out here telling too much truth.
I mean, you know, Saint Nick was a real person. Like he was, you know, a giver of things, not of things, maybe of time, resources.
Yeah.
But you know, the whole sanctification of things
Oh, I like that.
is definitely, you know, a money-making play.
I like this guy. He sounds like he's maybe sick of consumerism.
Dude, I like a bishop that tells it like it is.
And this guy's doing it. What's his record? Has he been accused of any sexual?
Not that we know of.
Okay. Hopefully
There's still time.
Yeah, there is always time in the Catholic Church.
I just feel like it's good for this to come from a religious figure, because like a parent could get angry and be like, Santa's not real, or like a dick at school. When did you find out that Santa wasn't real? Right in this moment.
So apparently my mom told me this because I didn't know I was this kid, but she said that in first grade, I got in trouble because I was telling the kids that Santa wasn't real. So the teacher called and she was like,
"You were the kid?"
Yeah, dude. I was talking shit about that kid too. I was like, that kid just wasn't raised right and this and that. And mom was like, nigga, you did that. And your teacher called me. There was kids crying in the class.
Oh, dude.
So I've been spitting facts since day one, bro.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't remember either, but I just remember it always being a little fishy. It was always hey, we're going to leave. Well, number one, it was like, hey, how's this fat dude going to get down our little fucking chimney?
That's a good one.
But then the movie The Santa Claus kind of solved that, right?
Yeah, he could manipulate his body. Yeah. Easter Bunny for me, I knew it was fake, but it wasn't because of the idea of the Easter Bunny. It was because during the scavenger hunts, kids would be leaving with like $20. I couldn't find eggs, or the ones I did find were fucking just candy. And I was like, this is bullshit. This ain't even real. So it was just out of a place of anger. I wasn't thinking it through. Santa, I think I just knew.
Well, now with a little perspective, like Santa's a felon, breaking and entering all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most prolific breaking and entering artists on the face of this earth.
Yeah.
Then you have the Easter Bunny, more of a trespassing misdemeanor situation, because the Easter Bunny's not coming in the house.
No, he's in the yard.
In the yard.
Still, in some states, still could get shot.
Oh,
and it's trespassing.
For sure. But the Easter Bunny lives next to George Zimmerman, and so there's a nice little neighborhood watch thing that goes on. Which is more terrifying, the idea of Santa Claus or the idea of the Easter Bunny?
I would say the idea of the Easter Bunny. Because, like, why is he doing what he's doing? How smart is this rabbit? Right? Santa, he's in the North Pole. He's got magic. Easter Bunny, I guess he has magic as well. But, like, animals having too much sentience, to me, makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that.
But, okay. So the Easter Bunny, let's talk this out.
Yeah.
This is important stuff. The Easter Bunny is probably Jesus's pet rabbit.
Ah, that makes sense.
right?
Yeah, because if he could turn water into wine, he could
Or
make
God's rabbit, let's say.
Yeah, he could make a bunny like, hey, go fucking go around.
Yep.
Drop some eggs. You lay eggs
For sure.
with treats in them.
For sure.
I could see that. I'm a little bit more on board with the Easter Bunny now.
Now, let's break down Santa. So we've already established a prolific felon.
Oh yeah, so many B&Es. That would be a good like ADT commercial or like security commercial. Is that it fucking gets Santa? At the end of the commercial, it's Santa with his face down.
They snipe him off the roof.
Yeah. ADT, protect your home. Santa's like, get my face. My face is on the ground.
Okay, prolific felon. A plus for Santa is that he spends 364 days of the year with his wife.
He's a family man.
Well, he's a devoted husband.
Yes.
Santa might not be able to have kids.
He has kids around the world, though.
Well, that's a knock against him.
Is it?
That's pretty creepy.
Oh, that is. Yeah, and he is kind of tied into the
very
religious thing
R.
too.
Kelly-ish.
Saint Nick. Yeah, he was a Catholic.
What is Nick? What rhymes with Nick?
Dick. Oh,
See?
damn it. Oh, shit.
Okay.
But what if he's making up for the atrocities of the church? He's like, we need to get toys out to these kids because a lot of them, through my organization, through the affiliates, they've been,
Yeah, but he's leaving a lot of parents hanging, taking all the credit for the gifts.
That's up to the parents. That's them being soft and taking that deal. I know Santa wasn't real because my mom worked too hard. It was like, She was like, I ain't giving this nigga credit. I got you those gifts. I got you that. One of the best Christmases was a Wolverine toy. We were low on money. It was just literally, what would say a cheap Wolverine toy, but to me that was like the fucking coolest thing.
Say no more, fam.
With the claws.
If I got a Wolverine toy for Christmas,
that's all you need.
Lost my mind.
Yeah,
I would have lost my mind. I got an MC Hammer doll one Christmas.
God, oh, that's cool.
That was a highlight. Okay, now the worst thing about Santa, my man runs a sweatshop.
Yes.
Now, is he employing a minority population of little people, elves?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but do we know the wages? Maybe he's giving jobs and opportunities to these marginalized people. Who's hiring elves? You hiring an elf for your company? It would scare clientele off.
Not at this time.
Yeah.
I'm not hiring elves at this time.
See, and today that's okay.
You can't hire an elf during this time, though.
I think in 20 years, elves are going to have their day. Once we solve the black marginalization, elves are going to be next.
Elf lives matter.
Elves lives matter. Elm.
Listen, this is one of those moments where the brain connects and we're on the meld. You know what I mean?
We got our fucking fingers on the pulse here.
All right. Well, let's hop to the next story because it stays on our favorite theme apparently of talking about religion and the Catholic Church. So your boy Pope Francis, our boy, we can call him our boy.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He's the cool Pope.
He was like in Instagram thoughts photos. He said gays are cool, right? He was like
he's something along those lines,
right? It wasn't like accepting, but it was like
yeah.
It was a dismissive, he said it in his body language.
He said it like a politician would answer in a way so that no one could get mad.
Yeah.
Like when he arrives back at Heaven's Gate.
But his predecessors were like, they're going to burn in hell. So you go from they're going to burn in hell. This guy's like, eh.
Yeah, he's listening to Lil Nas X
in
his Pope mobile.
Yeah.
Dude, there are not many. I'm not like a huge car guy, but God damn it if I don't want to take a ride in that Pope mobile.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a Jetsons car.
It does. Tesla should have made his cars like that.
Agreed.
It looks like an electric car. Like you said, like a future,
It's the Pope mobile. All right. So this past week, Pope Francis basically said that extramarital sex or even premarital sex is not that bad, not that serious. So the exact quote was that sins of the flesh are not the most serious.
Bro, look at him in this picture too. He's giving the thumbs up. He's like, "You're good, buddy."
He's Fonzieing.
And they don't fuck with contraception. So he's like, yo, hit it raw. You don't have to be married. Just all I ask is that you hit it raw. Like, is that, I mean,
cool Pope,
right?
He's also dressed like he's about to go to one of Diddy's white parties. Look at that iced out Jesus piece.
Diddy wouldn't let him in with that silver piece. He's like, that needs to be white.
Ben Shapiro would let him in because it looks like he's wearing a yarmulke.
The Pope would turn down his offer. He'd be like, yeah, I'm good on this.
Yeah,
whatever you guys got going on here.
He's like, I saw your post about Madonna and Nancy Reagan. I'm out.
Yeah.
But it's pretty interesting. I feel like hardcore Catholics must consider him like the Joe Biden of popes.
How so?
Because like you don't know what this dude is liable to say. He's out. He's the Pope. He's not just like, just like a Pope at a church in North Carolina. Like he's the Pope. He's like, yeah, being gay is fine. Yeah, extramarital sex, nah, not that bad.
Yeah, yeah. He's a man of the times.
He is a man of the times. I was in Vatican City when my family went to Italy, and dude, I love like Latin mass.
Oh, right? That
sounded a little more Quranish, but that's
America.
Nomine Patri Samere Sancti Maramari Paranda.
Oh, right?
Yes,
right?
dude. I feel like they were the original freestyle funk flex freestyle. Oh, signore, drop a beat. Oh, fuck it, I'll go a cappella. Nomine Mani Samene Patri Farabajando.
For like 99% of the people listening, it's all good. But there's been a couple times they're like, yo, you fucked up a couple of lyrics there. You said Hamanatupe when you should have said Tupanahame. Like,
we'll do a Birds of Retraction next episode. I do. If I could go back to a time period and be like a musician, I might choose like the kickoff period of like Latin mass.
I like your fun flex idea because then there's somebody like, ooh, bars. Like,
oh shit, word to God, son.
Oh, hold on, let me rewind that. Yeah. Oh shit.
Freaking namanu patri.
His breath control on that patri.
I'm not crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. I want to do this. If any World Local News listeners has a fucking time machine, hit us up. Let me know. Let's go back. I want to remix Latin mass.
Oh, dude.
That's what I want to do.
I like that. Shout out to Pope Francis. He's not doing anything about the molestations, but it's baby steps, right? This is better than nothing, right?
Progress, baby.
I love it.
Progress. All right. Next topic of the day. So did you ever watch the reality show 19 Kids and Counting?
No, but I know of them.
I'm in the same boat here. So the father of these 19 kids, Josh Duggar, back in 2015, he had some child sexual assault allegations come up. Think he got off pretty much scot-free.
What? Hold on. Was he building his resume to be a bishop in the Catholic Church?
Yeah, he was actually about to drop a Latin mass mixtape. 19 kids and counting. I put my penis into my wife's vagina and I make 19 children, but I touch them.
He was religious, right? This dude, Duggar?
Religious, hyper-conservative. He was the executive director of the Family Research Council, PAC, Political Action Committee. There's like tons of photos of him hobnobbing, which shout out to Nancy Reagan hobnobbing with top Republicans and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he was sentenced for having child pornography. downloading and watching child pornography.
Not the kind of family research you want somebody doing.
You know, I mean, like these are the times where like I think it's important to point out hypocrisy.
Oh, 100%, dude. What's the thing where you say too much, but you're actually doing the thing? Look at his face. That face says, I did it.
And it's like, and I'm not sorry about it. And if given the chance, I would do it again.
Yeah, he's dead behind the eyes.
And so like the hyper conservative folks love to talk about child trafficking and child sexual assault and all these things, but they don't call out their own people doing it.
Oh, so they haven't talked about this at all?
Not a peep, dude.
Bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Not a
These
peep.
Dude, they're the first ones to be like, all pedophiles should be killed, blah, blah, blah. I think pedophiles should get a Subway gift card before they get they get executed. But
maybe like prison food should be Subway.
It's
I like that. Close.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just awful, but like you gotta be able to be consistent, right? Like if you're gonna call out, like if you're gonna like with the Ghislaine Maxwell case, like if you're gonna like harp on the Clintons, like, but you don't call out people on quote unquote your side.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We're out there in the streets TikToking with a crowd.
Yeah.
We're jump rope dancing.
Yeah.
This is jump rope dancing.
Yeah. It's weird that they wouldn't call him out. Like that's because they do harp on that hard.
And maybe it's because they're implicated.
You think? Yeah. This is. There's been a thread here. There's been the Bishop story, the Pope. I mean,
yeah, but shout out to that bishop because like Santa is not real. Like my parents got me all those gifts.
Yeah.
A reindeer didn't fucking eat the carrots and celery and peanut butter that we left out. Santa didn't come out and eat the cookies.
Yeah.
Also another knock on Santa. Like he's not really preaching clean eating or health and wellness.
That's true. He hasn't switched up the food at all.
My man has terrible metabolism.
This dude's face tells me that he don't clean his asshole properly too. I don't know what about it that tells me that, but you could tell he's got some streaks.
He's never used like a dude wipe.
No, if you have 19 kids, you don't have time to wipe your ass. I'm sorry.
No, you're probably wearing adult diapers.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And he's probably doing it for a kink.
Yeah, this guy's the worst. But to our world local news listeners, when you're out there in the streets, when you're not listening to world local news on YouTube, iTunes or Spotify, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review. When you're out in the streets, hold people accountable. Call out the hypocrisy. Because if we're not calling out hypocrisy in the streets, what are we doing? We're TikTok dancing.
Ruin people's TikToks. See how people react under pressure under these TikToks. Are they as happy as they're coming off?
That's
or
right.
Does one little wrinkle in their plan turn them into Josh Duger?
You know what would just make the blood boil is if I was friends with one of those groups of TikTokers and I was like sitting in the restaurant and I could see them doing this from afar and they show up late, that would make my blood absolutely boil. Absolutely boil. But we'll keep it moving. We'll head on to our next story. The war on Christmas continues, allegedly. So the Christmas tree in New York City outside of the Fox News Corporation was set on fire, and that set the Fox News reporters on fire.
Do we know who did it?
We do know who did it. It was a 49-year-old man named Craig Tamanana. Tamanama. Who is released on bail after being arrested on charges including arson, criminal mischief, and reckless endangerment.
Here's the picture. Is that the whole tree's gone?
Yeah, it was quickly replaced. I mean, the tree straight up burned down. I mean, it was a pretty...
That thing is... Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
It's a 50-foot artificial tree.
Oh, so was it? It can't. I mean, is it flammable? Artificial sounds like there's some chemical that,
dude. That tree is no longer there. That thing was highly flammable.
Yeah,
highly flammable. But so this set the Fox News hosts just crazy. They always love to talk about the war on Christmas, but they took it a step further, and Fox News hosts were calling for it to be called a hate crime.
Hey, I like the war on Christmas because I think there should be some pushback on things. So this is, right now they're down 0-1. How is Fox News going to retaliate? They should be throwing Christmas trees through people's houses. Little Christmas tree missiles just going through, finding this guy.
Fox News should have to work in Santa's sweatshops for the next couple of years.
Like kind of like almost like undercover bossish. Like they gotta kind of like that. And they're like, why is this dude so fucking big? Why is he wearing a bow tie?
How would you prepare yourself for a war on Christmas?
I'm sharpening candy canes.
Ooh.
I'm mistletoe with asbestos. So when people kiss under it, they get cancer years later. I'm doing chemical warfare. I'm doing a psyop,
Yep.
I'll have Starbucks fund me on the whole thing.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. We're putting, happy holidays, happy holiday bombs.
The war on Christmas, brought to you by Starbucks. I think I would, now that I know that reindeers are real, I'd probably like have them as like war horses.
Oh, that's good.
I'd ride the reindeer.
I like
no
that.
sleigh or anything like that. That's a little too Oregon Traily for me.
Okay, so he's just you on one reindeer.
Yeah.
Which
but
one
we're all we mount up, dude.
Which
it's
one would
not
you,
just me.
Which one would you get on, Connor or Prancer?
Dasher, probably. Dasher or Comet.
Comet. There's some symbolism in that.
But like, honestly, I wouldn't want any of them because those are like the vanity reindeers. That's like the celebrity reindeers. I want someone who's on the ground,
Up and comer,
like the one who trains them.
He's on the bubble.
Yeah.
I like that. I would get on Connor. I like Connor. He just seems.
Is it Connor?
Isn't there a Connor? Isn't that one of the?
Are the reindeers all named like white Irish guys?
Isn't it like Connor, Brandon?
Yeah, it's
Dancer,
Connor, Dave,
Joe,
Mike, Joe,
Felipe,
Jeff.
He's different, but he holds the same views as them, so they accept him.
Dasher, Donner.
There we go.
It.
My bad.
Connor. He's got blonde hair and wears a polo sweater.
He's on his phone all the time. He's like, "What's up, dude?"
Connor, stop TikToking. Connor, stop doing the jump rope. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I would definitely I would also try and like weaponize the reindeer because I'm assuming that at least Santa's core of reindeer are sentient.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I might like strap some like mind controlled lasers to them.
I'm putting turbans on the reindeers too.
Ooh,
yeah,
I like that.
It's
a
war on
Lawrence
Christmas.
of Arabia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The war on Christmas has always needed like a little Lawrence of Arabia flair. I don't really think there's a war on Christmas. But honestly, lighting up a good, a 50-foot tree would be a good way to start. So maybe this is it, baby. Maybe we're here.
I think this is the kickoff.
Wow, dude. It's like the scene in those like ancient war movies where like the one dude fires the first like flame arrow and it like goes into like a powder keg of like that's what I'm imagining. This is it.
I like how he waited a couple weeks too, so that their guards went down because you hadn't heard anything about the war on Christmas. He waited 2 whole weeks.
Yeah,
and they're like, well, maybe this thing's dying down, and fucking.
Well, dude, now that the war on Christmas has started, don't you dare come around me or Freddy because my man's gonna have sharpened candy canes. He's running psyops, and I have weaponized reindeer, which are real.
Me and Connor. I'm fighting a reindeer named Connor.
On Connor and Michael and Jared and Keith
and Malachi. And
all right, let's keep it moving. So again, man, we're in holiday season. Emotions are tight. Karens are on the loose again.
Oh shit.
So we're heading back to war-torn California. At a mall in a Spencer's Gifts, of all places.
Shit pops off at a Spencer's Gift.
White woman accuses a black man of taking her cell phone, and let's cue up this video. Let's just.
Oh my God! Are you willing to get fucking naked, lady?
All right, guys.
She's looking through her purse. She thinks it's on the dude's person. She looks exactly like someone you would imagine would accuse a black person of doing something that they didn't do.
She looks like a lady from Long Island that has ideal views on race.
Yep. I will say this: the gentleman manning the register at Spencer's is doing a great job of controlling the chaos.
If it's in his pocket,
even
it won't
more
ring because he turned off your ringer, is what you're also accusing us of. Even though he just emptied out everything in his pocket. Here's his pocket with his vape in it. Do you want to turn around?
Shout out to Vape Life.
She can't.
Well, they have my number and they have my phone.
Well, let's.
She thinks that they turned the phone on
I
silent.
right here. You walk right behind me.
How about you type it in?
You type it in.
I did not take it.
So
She hasn't even tried to call her phone yet. She's already pointing
the guy at the cash register gives her the phone to call her phone.
She's dialing.
What would I even do? Right now.
She's dialing. And
Is it in your purse? Really?
Oh, it's in her purse.
Wow.
It's in her purse all along.
Shout out to that dude for the patience to be like, nah, bitch, you're about to look very dumb right now.
I mean, the patience of black people in these situations always astounds me.
Wow,
and
dude.
it speaks to like the larger issue of like black people have to put up with this type of shit all the time, and so there's like a callus that builds up where you're like, I've been in this situation before, but when you're actually in the situation, I mean, I would lose my. I mean, you know,
I love how you're speaking for black people. Keep it going.
Mr. White Privilege over here I've talked about losing my mind at a free coffee machine. So like in this situation, being accused of something.
Oh, you would have tore her ass apart. You would have waited for her in the parking lot.
If I had seen this, I would have tore her apart. I would have jumped in and be like, hey, Karen. No one wants your fucking phone, dude.
Yeah.
We all have fucking phones.
They all have GPS. It's not really the risk to reward for stealing a phone is not good because it's trackable.
And let's be honest, you're in a Spencer's Gifts. Like what do you have that I could possibly want?
One of the worst places, one of the worst establishments to try and do some racist shit. Because I would say 99% of Spencer's employees are allies. Goth people don't really fuck with.
They're a marginalized group. They're a minority group.
They are. They microdose the black experience.
Yep, and they just get all the pop culture, man.
Yeah, you know that's not a place you want to do it. So that lady was fucking yelling. Was the lady yelling also an employee?
No, that was the wife of the gentleman that was being accused. Now I think
she sounded white. Was she white? I think her hand.
No, it was a black woman.
It was a black.
Yeah. But I think the woman realized that the phone was in her bag before they made the call. Okay. Because I think she looked in there, she looked in the bag, and when she goes to give out the number, she pauses. And then there's like some dialogue that goes on before he physically hands her his phone so she could call it.
Yeah. And
so I think she was like, she figured it out in the moment.
Was the ringer on? Her ringer part was on because she accused him of turning it off. Right. I bet you if the ringer was off and vibrating, so to your thing, she would have said, never mind, and not even acknowledge the situation if her shit was on vibrate. She would be like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. But since it fucking went off, this lady.
Yeah. These are the type of people that I think I am going to go ahead and just speak on,
no, go ahead,
on behalf
you
of
speak
black
for black people.
again.
I like when you do that.
Hey, white people. Greg here. Also white. Black people don't want anything that you have. Period. End of sentence. This has been a message from Greg, who is white.
And that's it for us at the World Local News. The World Local News. Find me at Freddy Valoy, Instagram, TikTok. Sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/Freddy Valoy. And Greg, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at G Perlman, or you can follow me on Twitter at Greg Perlman. Of course, you can follow World Local News on Instagram at World Local News. You can follow us on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, like, comment, share with a friend. I mean, tis the season of giving.
I like how at the end there, that was very like, at the end of like a Family Matters, like a 90s sitcom where they cover like domestic abuse. They're like, hey guys, today's episode is on domestic abuse. If you know somebody being abused, call this number down. It was like the extra little message at the end. I like that.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
This episode is probably going to come out after the Raleigh Comedy Awards, so we'd like to just go ahead and thank everyone for allowing us to win this great prestigious award. All the other podcasts can suck it.
Nancy Reagan style.
Nancy Reagan style. We're out.
Bye.